This is dangerous. But it's in it, so who cares? Seriously, I'm scared. This was a bad choice. Bad choice on my part. I'm sorry. I'm scaring myself. It's still going. Okay, I'll just wait here patiently then. Welcome back. I'm Aurora. This is my aura. Behind me is the Borealis that looks like a mess at the moment. And this is a sparkler that's died and I don't want to put down my bench because I'm scared of what will happen. Anyway, it's currently the 9th of January. So I've waited 9 days to make this. Actually, I've tried to make it multiple times, but changed my mind because of the content of the video. I didn't want to be this open and honest so early into this, like, whole YouTube thing, but here we are. Here we are. So I thought, instead of doing the Christmas haul video that I had prepared, that I should talk about transitioning from 2018 to 2019 and why 2018 was a difficult year and why I never want to relive that year ever. So yeah, sorry, I look like a ratchet mess. My brows are like bold as hell, and I'm wearing my glasses because I have a pimple right on my nose, like where my glasses sit, so yeah. Anyway, so I wanted to sit down and chat. Last time I filmed this video, it took over half an hour, so let's hope it doesn't take that long. So early on in 2018, I had found out that my Orpa grandfather was sick, really sick. I'm not going to go into the details of what kind of illness he had, but finding out he was sick, I kind of realised he'd be gone soon, and knowing that kind of hurt because we never had much of a massive relationship. But to fully comprehend that, you have to understand what kind of people they are and what kind of people my family are, and it was just a difficult mess. But knowing that I didn't have the relationship I'd always wanted to have with a grandparent, and then knowing that he was going to be gone soon, it kind of killed me a little bit. And during the months before the inevitable happened, I suffered a lot. I stopped talking to some of my friends for petty reasons and such, and I was falling behind in school and I was making some bad decisions in general as a person, which probably should have been the first sign that I can't handle people dying. Anyway, about March, we found out he was gone. He had passed like a week before his birthday. And my family was sitting together and grieving, and I didn't join them. I decided to hide away in my room and just absorb and process what my life was. And I kind of went back down a downward spiral because leading up to 2018 I'd really worked on myself to a point where I was actually kind of happy, and my sadness was more ironic and sarcastic than it was real. But towards that time, I did go back into a downward spiral. I was back where I did not ever want to be again, and it kind of made me realize all that the work that I put in wasn't enough for me as a person to be okay. But ultimately I was making bad choices, I was doing bad things, I was not being a good version of myself, and I was just hurting myself in general. When the funeral came about, it was a memorial, and we were all there, some stuff had gone on, some family drama, I realised that I was angry again, and I thought I'd kind of worked through that anger with my grandparents and my Orpa prior to, but I hadn't, because I'd never actually been honest with them or told them how I felt about anything, and I really regret that, and it's something I can't do now obviously, but I'd wrote him a letter that wasn't exactly a nice letter. It was more so me venting out how I felt the past 17 years about him not being a part of my life or not caring enough to be there. So yeah, and so I continued on this bad thing, and my health started getting really bad. My immune system and stuff, I was getting sick more often, I was just feeling ill. And when my birthday came around, which was in July, my Oma, so my Opa's wife, my grandmother, every year they had called me on my birthday, and most of the time I'd either talk to them for like 5 minutes or say something that would hurt them, or I just wouldn't talk to them at all. She did not call. She actually forgot my birthday, which kind of fed into that anger and that self-hatred and that idea of worthlessness. She texted my dad several days later, saying that she was in Sydney and that she totally forgot and everything, and she felt horrible and she loved to see me. And when my mum even mentioned it to me, I couldn't hear the words. I kind of tuned out everything, and I ran away from that situation too, and just fell apart essentially. And that was the first time that anyone in my family's really seen me fall apart into an emotional mess of anything really. Whenever I've had been sad or just angry too much, I'd hide away so no one saw it. But when I did that time, one of my brothers refused to leave me alone. He kept knocking on my door. He kept opening my door and sat with me for hours until it stopped crying, which was the first time I realised that maybe they could understand. Around that time I started changing myself. I started talking to some of my friends again. I changed how I was eating. I didn't eat a lot prior to, but I stopped eating most meats. I became technically pescatarian. I eat chicken and fish, so not entirely pesco. But yeah, so my health was still in question and blah blah blah, and I was still behind, and I couldn't really catch up because of how behind I was. Except in one class I managed to get ahead because of one amazing teacher who I cannot thank enough. But yeah, around October, I think, around October, my parents had gone to visit my oldest brother in another state, and the day that they left I started experiencing intense unimaginable pains in my left side with no reason for the cause. And I don't know if you know this, but on your left side, about here, there isn't really anything there. Your kidneys, one of your kidneys is behind, but it wasn't at the front part, which is where I was getting my pains. So I had to see a lot of doctors and I had a lot of tests done. I had to try a lot of different medications and stuff, but nothing seemed to work or stop the pain that much. But when we got the test back, we had discovered I had anemia, not to be accused with anything else. Being anemic is having a lack of iron in your body. Your red blood cells and stuff aren't functioning properly because of lack of iron. It kind of messes up your energy and your strength and everything like that, and your immune system. And despite knowing this, I didn't really fix anything about my life. I just kind of kept on going. I took the prescribed, they're not technically prescribed, I took the iron tablets that I was told that I needed. But I didn't really do anything about exercising or eating better or eating more. I was still eating badly. But around the 20th of November, I finished my exams. During my exams, I found it hard to concentrate and study and keep on the ball because I'd already been falling behind in classes, and exams are already difficult as it is, but being unable to focus and study properly was a big challenge. But by the 20th, I had finished all my exams, and I had officially made the decision to not return back to my high school that I was going to because of all the for many reasons, like falling behind and not getting the help that I needed. Some stuff from prior years, not having the emotional support that I needed, or not feeling good enough at that particular school, and feeling that because I'm not what everyone expects, that I wasn't what they wanted me to be. So I decided to leave that school. But having said that, it's not really a choice that people need to make or should make. I mean, I don't regret leaving that school, but I am going on to do something else because obviously I've not officially finished my schooling. But now that, since then, being out of school, I've actually started eating more, been working more. I've been kind of figuring out myself a little bit. I started doing the things that I love again because I stopped doing that a while ago. So I've started painting again, started writing again, and I'm slightly happier. I'm figuring stuff out, but sometimes you have bad days, other days you have good days, and I'm just trying to be something. Starting to hurt less and starting to be a person again, trying to figure out who I kind of have been all along and who I want to be. So yeah, and sorry if my voice is like really weird. I've been sick for the last few days, but yeah, I'm working on myself, working on my health, working on like my life. Yeah, so that's that. Anyway, thank you for listening, watching, existing, and like and subscribe to my train wreck of a life. Thank you. I am going to go devour a bottle of vitamin C and eat a sandwich.